Welcome back. Please like, subscribe, and share the video. And if you wouldn't mind, please leave a comment. Leave a comment down below, because I need to know if this is going on in your town, but I presume it is. So it doesn't matter where I live. No matter what you try to do now with the government, you just constantly hit a roadblock. I'm filing for a permit for a little project that I'm doing at my house. And the only way to do that now is to go online and go to your city portal and file for the permit online. So I did that. I made an effort to do this 6 different times on the portal. This is over a 2.5 day period. Portal never worked every time. Now, I went into the office, finally, I went into the actual building department, and I said, look, this is not working. And there are 3 people there behind the counter defending the system. They're like, well, maybe you're doing something wrong. And I'm trying to very kindly explain, no, like, I do this all the time. Like, most of the stuff I do is online. I do it all the time. I know what I'm doing. I'm just telling you, it's kicking it back. There's a glitch in your system. And then, like, not even 2 seconds later, some guy comes out from behind the scenes and he's like, oh, there's something going on with the portal. I'm like, thank you. So I go through that whole process. Finally, they get it working. Now I sit down in the office with a very kind young lady, and we open up the thing and blah, 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 done. It sends me a confirmation. So that's fine. 2 hours later, I get an email that says there's a documentation fee for $50, just the file. This is not the permit fee. This is just a filing fee, $50. $50 is not a problem. But it's $50 to file a piece of paper online. So then it gives you another portal to pay that. So I go into that portal, and again, 5 times. 5 times I tried to do this. And it gets me to the point where, you click the CAPTCHA, that thing where it puts up 4 or 5 buses and you have to pick it out. I'm sorry, I'm being funny, but you know what I mean. It's like proving you're not a robot. So I click that, nothing happens. And then there's this clock comes up, and it's 2 minutes and 30 seconds. This, page will time out. 5 times I did that. It still didn't work. So now emails start going back and forth. So I think I'm trying to convince this person that I know what I'm doing. Like, I do this all the time on different things. And that person hits a roadblock because they can't figure out what to do. So what do? This is how the government operates. They're like, okay, so you'll need to go over to this person. Now, they don't bring that person into the conversation. They're just like, no, email that person. Oh, good. You're done with me. Wash your hands, right? This is the government telling you this is what's going on. So now I go over to that person, and they said, the portal is fine, everything is fine, you're doing something wrong. I try again, nothing works. And finally I said, you know what? I'll just come into the office in the morning. So I go into the office today. I have my phone in my hand. I walk up. I said, hi, my name is blah, 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 blah. I'm just here to pay a documentation fee. I was trying on the portal. It didn't work, blah, 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 blah. Then they said, do you have the number, the permit number or the filing number? I said, oh, I gotta go through a bunch of emails in order to find that. Because the portal, it's not like you go into the portal, you should be able to pull up your account and it should tell you everything you did in the last 3 days. It doesn't do that. That's not how the portal works. It's so ridiculous. I know I'm not explaining it right, but it's that ridiculous. It is as ridiculous as I sound right now. So Then I very politely say, well, can you just look it up by name? No. Can you look it by no. Can you look it up by address? No. I'm like, I am getting nowhere here. I'm absolutely getting nowhere. So finally, somebody else hears the conversation in the back office. They come out and they say, oh, I'll help you. So, okay, great. So now I pay the $50. I leave. I come back out to my car. I sit in my car. I pick up my phone. There's an email. Oh, thank you. This is from a completely other person who I've never met in my life. Oh, sorry, your payment came through yesterday. I'm like, I just paid now $50. So I haven't heard back from them, and I'm not going to fight. I'm not going to fight about it anymore. But our government is so backwards in all of their systems that it's stifling growth. It's stifling progress. I'm just doing a tiny little project at my house. Can you imagine trying to build a factory? Can you imagine trying to start a company? Can you imagine even trying to start a small business? I own a small business that I started years ago. I can't imagine starting a small business today. I literally cannot imagine, especially if permits are required and there's a building and there's all this stuff. I mean, I'm in the restaurant business. We have more regulations in the restaurant business and more government departments that we have to deal with than most other industries. So I'm just telling you right now, you can bitch all day long about Trump firing people and Doge going in and turning government departments upside down. I'm just telling you right now, this whole system needs to be turned upside down. If you can't go on your local government website, pull up a permit by using your name or whatever means it is, using facial recognition, and click your Apple Pay, let me tell you something. We are going to end up in the dark ages. So guess what, Doge? You keep doing what you're doing. And the guy in there who they call Big Balls, I wish you were working in my town offices, because you know what? I might be able to get that permit. By the way, this has been going on for almost 5 days. Today is actually the 5th day. I still don't have the permit. I still don't have an answer. I still don't have a schedule from an inspector to come out. That's absolutely ridiculous. In a world where I can go on Amazon and I can order something by the click of a button and it's delivered to my house in 2 hours. If we don't fix this, we are in big trouble. Thanks for watching.